Well, Coach, first round win for you guys today. What was really some keys to success for y'all?
I think, being able to answer. The kids just kept playing. It kind of took the wind out of ourselves right coming into halftime. Concerned me when we gave up that score with 19 seconds to go. We're up 14-0, give up that score. And kind of concerned me a little bit because like our sideline just went flat. Talked it out at halftime, and I think the kids, they came out second half. We did get a stop, and then went down and scored, and I think that was big. But again, I like the way the kids. It was just a gritty second half for us. They were playing off real deep into the secondary, not giving up anything in the passing game. So our kids, kind of put their nose to the grind and then got after it in the running game.
Gotcha. What was really your message to the team at halftime?
I think it was more of, hey, we made one mistake. Played a pretty good first half. We made one mistake. So let's don't let that be a defining moment for us going out in the second half. So we go out and Sam kicks the ball in the end zone into the wind because we're going to take the win the fourth quarter. Kicks that ball in the end zone, and we get we got a couple opportunities there, get them third and long, don't get it quite done, but then we get the stop. And so from there, and then go get the score. So again, just proud of the way the kids played.
Gotcha. In the first half, you guys really leaned on Roderick, and then in the second half, more so Marquise. Roderick coming in there and finishing. It seems like every week you guys use that duo really well, but how important was it to get those fresh legs in the second half with Marquise after Roderick kind of carried the load in the first?
It's good because we know what he's capable of, and it's a little bit different style of running. So having those guys go back and forth and kind of changing up in the second half, or putting them both out there sometimes at the same time, was I think a difference in the ball game. And our kids up front, offensive line, but I think that was a big difference in it.
Gotcha. And Roderick, it seemed like you guys were nickel and diming down the field, and then you finally busted a couple of big ones. How big was it to be patient throughout the game to then get those big runs?
Real big, because I think this was a game of first downs. Because again, we were trying to answer and stuff like that, and to be able to move the chains and do it with pace. I think got the kids' confidence back. We got back in rhythm. Sometimes getting rhythm in passing game, that's great. But the way they're playing back and off today, things weren't going to be there down the field. So it was more like, hey, let's get the running game and see if we can tighten up the box a little bit. And so the kids stayed after it right there, and I think just getting first down is huge.
Gotcha. There in the second half, Sherman, they were doing a really good job matching all scores there in that third, fourth quarter. How tough was it not to be able to just get those stops and keep them from not coming back as much?
It's tough, but again, that's a good football team, and they're going to score. They've scored all year, scored big points all year. So again, looking at the whole ball game, I think it was important to answer, and also I think the mindset for answering that, and then it's a big plays, and then you've got the kids to make big plays. So you got to answer at those times. So anyway, hopefully we'll grow up and get better for it.
Gotcha. But in the first half, you guys had those two big turnovers when they came into y'all's territory. How big were those takeaways there early?
That's huge. I mean, anytime, especially any game, but this time of the year to get some turnovers and be able to do something with it is also big. So again, and keeping them off the board.
Gotcha. And moving on to the second round, how exciting is that for you guys, and with what lies ahead against Denton Ryan?
Oh, it's exciting. I mean, it's like we talked to the kids about. It's you advance, you win in advance, and so you get to play another week now. And regardless of the opponent right now, it's that's what's going to be talked about all week with other people, but it won't be talked about with us because our region is unbelievable. So you got to go out and do those things. So we'll go out and practice next week and put our best foot forward.
Roderick, win for you guys today, first round of the playoffs. What was really some keys to success today?
So keys to success for us was our run game was really well right behind our line. Our pace, they really couldn't keep up with our pace. So once you got our pace and our run game going, we were really hard to stay with.
Gotcha. And they're in that first half. They were giving the ball to you a lot. What were you really seeing that was allowing you to get downfield?
I was really seeing the holes open up for our line. They're sealing and they're pulling pretty well. So once they got those sealing pulls and open up the holes for me.
Gotcha. And you guys, not a lot of huge plays there for a while, kind of nickel and diamond, and then you had the big touchdown run there in the second quarter, and then you had the other one in the fourth. How key was it to be patient throughout the game to then bust those big runs?
Patience is really key for that's what I really maintain in doing is patience, because our line they're fast but not fast at the same time, so they got to get there and try to open the holes for me late. So you really got to be patient behind them.
Gotcha. And, in the first half, they were really using you, and then in the second half, more Marquise. How did that really help you guys get some balance and some fresh legs, too?
It helped really well, actually. Marquise is probably one of the best bats I've ever seen besides myself. We're pretty. They call it the two-headed snake back there. So us two back there, I can know when I come out if I'm tired or something. I know he can really run the ball and get us the yardage we need.
Gotcha. Did you feel like you guys were kind of wearing them down as the game went on?
Oh yeah. When the game went on, we started running the ball down the throws. Their wheels started to break. They knew their season was coming to an end, so we knew we had to keep our foot in their throats and just keep going.
Gotcha. And Sherman throughout the game, I mean, they, especially in the second half, they were countering a lot of y'all's scores. How important was it to go back and match some scores when they were coming back and maintain that 2-3 score lead?
We knew what our offense could do against their defense, how they would adjust to us. So we knew we just had to go out there and maybe just go on the fly and just don't know, man.
Gotcha. And how good does it feel to get a win today and move on to the second round?
Feels pretty good to just get a win today and just to play another week of high school football. Last time on this field, feels pretty good just to go into the next round.
Awesome.